What up, Group? Welcome back to Alliance War Season 19, War 12, the final war of this season, and what a season it was. Anyways, I'm on Path 1, and we're facing off against Ronan Rebellion. And I usually do Path 9, but there was an Ebony Maw on Path 9, and there was no way I was going to survive a Hazard Shift Ebony Maw. So I sent someone with Red Hawk that way. Red Hawk is amazing for that node if you know how to play it right. So yeah, if you know how to play it right. Anyway, so I'm doing this first fight. It's Dormammu. He's going to be unblockable for the first few seconds, because anytime that he has a regen buff, he is unblockable. I believe I showed the nodes already. If not, I'm about to show it right now. I'm trying to see if he's defensive. He is not a defensive champion, so it means that I'm able to phase as much as I want. And he gets so defensive, it's ridiculous. Like, look, he's backing up there, and I'm trying not to get hit in the face here at all. I'm like, crap. Okay, so now I can finally parry. He's being so defensive, and I don't know why I'm dodging back here. Like, I should have been parrying him, but that was my mistake. I don't know why I'm risking getting a degen on me. And he's just being so defensive. And finally, again, luckily, the dexterity didn't trigger the degen on me again. But it's going to. I'm going to degen in a bit, you'll see. And the moment he has a regen buff again, like, he's defensive. And I'm like, dude, this is not going well already. Like, I'm planning on using as little items as possible here, and it's just not working. But luckily, he goes down. He doesn't throw that special to you. If he did, I would have taken a lot of block damage. That would have sucked. Anyways, next fight was Nick Fury. I did not take this because, again, look at my team. He's a defensive, #defensive Nick Fury. That would have not gone well. So I had someone who was backup, because it's masochism. Someone with backup come in with a Mega Red and destroy that fight. I know that maybe I could have taken that fight with heavy boosting, but it was not my fight. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to take it. And yeah, the middle nodes were cleared, and now we're in Section 2. So I'm doing Lane 4 in Section 2, and this is basically the steady build-up and blockable lane, where if you get 3 or more debuffs, the opponent goes unblockable until you have 0 debuffs on you. So even if you get 3 debuffs and then you go down to 1, they're still unblockable. So if you're running suicides, you need to be careful. But anyways, they placed a Unawakened Killmonger here. Now he is a stubborn defender. However, this is a pretty easy node for him because there's no reverb damage you have to worry about at all because he's unawakened. And yeah, I healed up to full. And as I stated last war and every war, when you're using Ghost against a stubborn war, what you want to do is make sure you're only doing damage from your specials. That's basically what you want to do. Because if you're trying to do damage through your hits, you're going to be taking a lot of block damage. So just phase everything you can until you get a special. I'm trying to bait a special 2 here. He is not cooperating at all. I'm in my corner. I'm like, that's not going to go well. So I'm going to push him to a special 3 in a second. Right there, push a special 3. He's going to throw it. And if this wasn't a stubborn war, I could have thrown my special 2 there and finished him off. But because he was indestructible, I would have just wasted that special 2 and possibly wasted a recoil damage. So yeah, luckily I phased through that. He runs at me. I'm going to parry him in a second because I didn't think my phase was going to last long enough. Throw my special 3. I am not indestructible because I parried him. So I'm going to do a little bit of damage here. Then just finish him off with another combo after I have to do a parry because, again, #stubborn. So he throws a special 1 here, luckily. And I'm not too worried for the rest of this fight. I'm going to throw a special 1 if I need to right into his face, and he is done. I took about 10% damage that fight, but it's not that bad. Next fight is a Domino on Steady Unblockable. And this fight can be a bit sketchy to take with Ghost, because there's also the Crumbling Armor, which means if I don't hit into her in 2.5 seconds, I get Armor Breaking. But the Armor Break goes away the moment you hit her again. And I have an Indestructible boost on, just because I have a huge overflow from them from the compensation that Caban gave us. If you know how to play against Domino, you don't even need Ghost here. You can literally just intercept her by doing what you'll see how I do it in a second. I do evade her medium, and I punish with medium right away. Easy way to fight with any champion, even Ghost. Even if I had Crumbling Armor on me, it's not an issue. But I don't know why they placed Domino on this node, because what debuffs are you going to get on you? So I get my special 2, I throw it, I take 1% damage. That whole fight wasn't an issue, but I had the Indestructible on just in case I needed it. And yeah, quick war, on to the boss fight. So far, I'm on track to 2 deathless wars. Let's see if I can continue this. But anyways, there was a domino in the top right mini that I was planning on taking. I even noted to Phantom, one of my alliance members, that node was mine. He took it with his Mega Red, no deaths, did a great job with it, and the fact that he took it means I get to save my items, because in case I would have had to use items after that fight, I'm able to save my items for this rank 3 Doom boss. Which, if you watch my last war, in the last 2 wars, I'm actually 2 for 2 right now. Well, don't count the wars at the beginning of the season, because I was trying to figure it out. But anyways, I'm boosting up the same boost I had on from last war, because I soloed this fight before. And I'm hoping that I can solo it one more time. Basically, my plan here is to only have my specials do damage. And I'm hoping that I can get some hazard shift nodes on me. The only time I want to take block damage is if I'm going to be throwing a special. Do not throw a special if you're not taking block. Do not take block damage if you're not throwing a special. There's no reason to at all. And make sure you know how to perfectly evade his special ones, because I believe I get all perfect evades here. And he has his aura up, so I'm not going to be throwing my special, but I'm going to take a blocked hit right here. After he throws a special, you'll see, because I have special 2 ready. And yeah, special 2, but I get no incinerates or poisons on me. Am I kidding me? Like, I want to get those on me before, just so I can do more damage. And the luck wasn't there. So I'm like, cool, well, there goes this minute-long fight. It's going to be turned into maybe a minute and a half. So I'm not against the clock, because I know I'll get this down in a minute, but I'm just hoping that I don't have to be in this fight long enough where he has to hinge my block and I'll be dead. So yeah, I throw it special, and he's at 24%, and this fight is almost over. He throws another special 1, his aura is back up again, so I have to be careful to not be throwing my special into his aura, so he'll resist me. And again, I have a special 2, so I might be blocking here, trying to bait a medium or anything. And this fight is over. I have 3 Furies on 70,000, 55, and down in a minute and a half. But hey, I'm 3 for 3 for solos in the last 3 wars on this Doom boss, and I'm super excited that worked out. And this war was actually really close. Like, Ronan Rebellion did a great job. They ended up clearing all 3 of our bosses. And we just happened to have been a little bit more in our game this past war than we were the past few wars, and we ended up winning this war, which I'm pretty ecstatic, because it really solidified the fact that we're staying Plat 2 and Tier 2. Because if we were lost this war, pretty sure we'd be in Tier 3, and maybe the edge of Plat 2, almost Plat 3. But yeah, anyways, that was 2 deathless wars in a row, and it's finally the end of the season. We won 7 wars, lost 2, and we had quite a run this season. We ended up hitting Tier 1 for 2 wars, almost 3 wars, and I'm pretty happy with how we ended up doing. Now, Tier 1 did destroy us, so we don't belong there yet. But yeah, the last 2 wars, after looking at myself, like, watching these videos, I'm kind of determined to go a deathless season, like, full deathless, like, plan everything out for my battle group to make sure that everyone goes deathless or does their best job, and to help me go deathless also, because I normally die because I'm trying to be a hero or I'm testing out nodes. But being in Plat 2, if we're trying to move up, it is not time to be testing out nodes anymore or trying to be a hero. It is time to work together and decide who has the best champion for what fights. And that's what we did in the last few wars, and it turned out well in some wars and turned out okay in others. But I'm looking forward to it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my Season 19 War videos. You guys are awesome. This is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.